kind of cool to see in the Smash. You know, I have to say it, I'm a huge Arc System fan. I love their games, they're awesome. And especially their main saga, Guilty Gear. Now, Guilty Gear, it's especially awesome. First of all, the music, man. I know, most people say that it's just the same rock, but damn, it's good rock, man. It's simply awesome soundtrack. And also, let's be honest, the character designs are out of this world. And yeah, I know some female characters, they are the same tropes. Maybe they are show a little bit too much of skin. But so does the guys. I mean, have you seen the main character, So Bad Guy? I mean, let's just talk about a beef cake. And about him, he is my main pick as a male. So Bad Guy, it's this badass guy with a strange kind of table saw. It's not as big as Siegfried's. Sorry about that. That sounded kind of weird. It's not as big as Siegfried's, but it's still a heavy sword. His moveset, well, it would be something more likely, yeah, like Ryu's, but he will not have these projectiles flying around. No, he has to do this sound wave or something like air wave thingy he throws into the floor, so his projectile cannot be used in the air. Also, as his main gimmick, he can turn into the dragon version of himself, turning him into this red magma version, buffed up and kicking ass. So, something we have to do with we have to do with Soul. First of all, the music, bro. It has to be in the game. Second of all, he has to be a little bit heavy and a little bit slow. Maybe not as strong, nor having such a great rank, but he can buff himself to become a force to be reckoned with. For the female, okay, this one was a little bit hard because, like I said, man, the designs are simply cool, simply awesome. And I just could get narrowed to just 3 characters. 3 females can be easily put into Smash, and they all are so different that that's why I cannot choose one. First of all, we have Bacon. Bacon or Bacon, I don't know how it's pronounced. Bacon is this badass samurai with just one arm. Man, she can kick your butt. She will be awesome, just like this character mainly focus into the let's just wait what your enemy does. Let's just react at what your enemy does, like some sort of incarnation of the counter, but this time fun to play with. So Bacon has this awesome design. It's a samurai. Everyone recognizes her as just as you see her. The next character, yeah, again, same problem. I know it's a regular problem with the fighting games, but I'm gonna say Ino. Ino the witch, especially because she's some sort of special witch. It's not just summoning magic and fireballs. No, she's a rock star. She also have this strange guitar she fights with. She turns all her magical powers into speakers, microphones. She uses strings from her guitar. That will be an awesome moveset. Also, she's real agile, so she could be this fast and heavy hitter with a long range around her, but maybe a little bit too fragile. She can use sound waves. She can move around on her guitar. That he can use this projectile that's like a note flowing around, slow, but flowing around in this strange up and down, up and down. Ino would bring such a unique moveset. I love to see that kind of moveset into Smash. And lastly, Well, this one I'm a little bit biased because I actually like this character, and it's Ramletal. Ramletal, it's this, let's just say, really strong demon, even though she's not technically a demon. Really strong demon with two kind of bad companions, some sort of thing like that, wielding, I'm not kidding around, an even greater and even bigger sword than Siegfried's. Yep, even bigger than him. So, she can be real fast, have a lot of range, maybe not as strong as Ino, but maybe strong enough just to be fear about her. And also, she has this sort of laser, can be quick and real low damage. I don't know, I'm just picturing maybe she can float with her swords next to her, some sort of like what Dark Samus does. And the attacks real slow, of course, but real awesome. And I don't know, final smash, she can go crazy, real berserk, grabbing the swords even and just start to slashing everything in front of her. I mean, dude, Guilty Gear has so much options you can work with. The next one, well, these two are actually a bonus. I don't know a lot of this actual character. I played after the game it appears, but I know a little bit of its story, and I'm talking about Justice, this strange robot kind of female-ish, ex-human-esque entity. I'm going to call it like that. This robot is really important to the story, actually. So she will be kind of cool. Well, it will be kind of cool to see it in Smash. In the next one, technically speaking, it's a male. But if you have played Guilty Gear, you know why it's in the other categories and not in the male categories. And I'm talking about Faust. Faust, it's real strange to play with and real strange to see. But he uses this kind of portal and kind of cartoony physics. He's a doctor, not just your run-of-the-mill doctor. And we can even picture his final smash grabbing a character and changing all their faces, all the expression, just like what he does in the game XR. So, yeah, I know maybe it's a little weird to put him into this category, but if you have played the game, you know why he is here. Let's talk about Guilty Gear's younger brother and counterpart, BlazBlue. BlazBlue, actually, I love this game since every character, and I'm talking about every character, has this unique kind of gameplay. I love that kind of things in a fighting game, that every character is different. And BlazBlue is even more anime than Guilty Gear. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, and it's getting kind of reputation. It's gaining kind of fame, especially for his newest game. Well, for its newest game, BlazBlue Cross Tag. Yeah, it's more likely the crossover game for Arc System, and yeah, they kind of recycle a lot of sprites, but man, the game is fun. The game is actually fun. So, just said that, who would be perfect to be in Smash Brothers? Ragnar the Blob Edge. Yeah, he's kind of Saul's bad guy from this game, and yeah, maybe even people can confuse them. Yeah, but Ragnar the Blob Edge is this edgy guy, more edgy than Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, he has white hair and he has a red coat. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, he has a demon seal in his right arm. Oh, anime tropes, oh, anime tropes. But he uses this kind of cool sword that can extend and also turn into sight. This can make for a great gimmick in Smash Bros. Maybe just changing his full moveset from sword, extended sword, or sight. Or just having different kind of ranges according to the attack used. And also, another gimmick he can use, in the game, every time he attacks, he kind of absorbs energy from the enemy. So he can unleash the demon in his right arm. I think it's in right arm. So maybe something like that can work in Smash Brothers. Maybe every time he uses his neutral special, he absorbs special units or special energy from the enemies who attacks, and maybe that can buff him up into a greater moveset. Just maybe, just maybe. For the female, it was such an easy option. Noel Vermillion. Noel is, let's just say, kind of cop, or at least the equivalent of a cop in this world, like an agent. She uses two big guns. Yeah, she uses two big guns in a fighting game. And that's just badass, but the reason we picked her, it's simply because if you have played Blast Blue, you know her main gimmick, or at least her main gameplay, revolves around some sort of combination, some sort of combos. Something really, really familiar into the Smash Brothers characters. If you haven't played Blast Blue, let's just say she uses the guns in the sword dance kind of style. You know, the forward B used by the infamous Marth, Lucina, Roy, and Chrome. Yeah, she uses that kind of movements even in Blast Blue. So, make that kind of movement into Smash Bros. Just like sword dance. Just think about it. Neutral B, she starts with a simple shot. Then up, maybe uses a forward shot, and maybe she jump around. Maybe she jumps forward. I don't know. Maybe that can bring a full new ways of combos. Maybe use it in different kind of situations. We can also add the classic shot in front of her. Maybe she can even turn into, for her final smash, she can turn into the final weapon and attack everyone in the stage. But that's kind of sad because that's kind of something bad to happen to the girls in Blast Blue. Yeah, okay, never mind that lore. But Blast Blue is actually kind of cool world if you think about it. It's this fusion among magic, futuristic technology, and some sort of religious kind of world building. It's actually kind of cool if you think about it, and we can even have some cameos from the heroes of that world, maybe Kakumen. You know, that would be kind of cool actually. For the next one, I'll bend the rules just a little bit. When you hear it, you know why I did that. I'm talking about Ninja's team Dead or Alive. Now, Dead or Alive has this sort of strange fame because most people think about Dead or Alive for the females and some kind of marketing tactics they had. But that doesn't mean that Dead or Alive is a bad game. Actually, it was one of the best games in the Xbox, in the main Xbox, in the Xbox 360. So, let's just see which characters we're picking. For the male, yeah, this one is kind of weird. I'm picking Ryo Hayabusa. And yeah, I know this guy is actually from another game called Ninja Gaiden. And yeah, many people think he's going to be the next fighter. But this game, Dead or Alive, actually uses him since the beginning, and he's actually one of the fighters, and he's actually from the same team. It's not a crossover. It's not a guest character. It's actually from the same house. So I'll say it's valid. I'd say it's okay. And yeah, Ryo Hayabusa is this ninja who can summon different kind of ninjutsus. He can summon fire, he can summon wind, he can even summon a freaking dragon. He can also use all these type of weapons, not just the katana. He can use a Warhammer. He can use kunais. And also, and this has to be one of the movesets, he has a command grab where he picks an enemy, throw himself to the air, spin around the enemy, and just falling down at full speed. That must be, I don't know, maybe his forward B? For the females, well, we have two that they are actually kind of nemesis. We have Ayane and we have Kasumi. Both of them are also ninjas, and both of them fight just jumping around, moving from here to here. So they will be fast and agile characters. Maybe medium weight, and not using a lot of projectiles per se. Maybe more in a dodging kind of way. Kasumi can teleport in some sort of fashion, so we can work with that. That could be awesome to see. The next one. We haven't heard a word from this game in a long time. And it's weird because it's one of the main fighting games when we grew up. If you have heard something like you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about Killer Instinct. And yeah, that sound needs to be in Smash Bros. For the male, we'll pick Jago. Jago is the character you use to learn the game, but he is, yeah, a sword user again. Yeah, I know. But this sword user also knows martial arts. So it will be not just, okay, sword swinging, no. He can kick, he can punch, he can make combos. So Jago could be a unique sword user. Yeah, that's it. Well, Jago. Next, we have Orchid. You know, like the flower. I'm talking about this secret agent who uses a strangely shiny green outfit. But okay, she uses this sort of weapon like batons, I want to call them. And we haven't seen this kind of weapon in the Smash Bros. At all. Also, she can turn herself into this giant energy tiger, and oh my god, that's so badass that I cannot argue with that. She will be awesome in Smash. But if you ask me for a character from Killer Instinct, I'll have to go with Vulgar. Vulgar, it's this cyborg robot with giant blue claws that can throw missiles and all that giant robotic things. And also, he's like the mascot again from this game. I mean, in the Super Nintendo's cartridge, he was the face of the cartridge. So, Vulgar is easy to see, is easy to identify as a Killer Instinct game or a Killer Instinct character. He's simply the obvious option to add to Smash Brothers. But remember, we have to get that combo breaker. Okay, let's just say that we're going to go to the indie route. These small, kind of awesome games. There are a lot of fighting indie games, but one comes out really loudly. One game was just a great fighting game. It has, in my own opinion, one of the best art in the entire fighting game scenario. It's an indie, I said that again, and it could be quite cool. They have these kind of strange characters in the roster that can be kind of cool to see them into Smash. I'm talking about Lab Zero's Skullgirls. For the male, well, we don't have many options, but if you have to ask me, I'd say Beowulf, I think it's called. Yeah, Beowulf, the wrestler. He can use the iconic chair. He uses it to fight, and he can be a close quarter combatant. trying always to be near the opponent. Yeah, Beowulf. I don't know if you knew there are males into this roster. Now the hard part. What about the female? Well, 90% of the roster is a female. And if you ask me, everyone is unique. But we can narrate maybe into the main character that this girl with a kind of changing form monster in her hair. I'm talking about Phelia, you know? Phelia, she can be a simple fighter, but the good thing is extremes. Maybe attacking close quarter, maybe she has small damage, maybe not big knockback, but using smash attacks, she can use Samson, the monster in her attacking long ranges, it really strong, but really slow. So you have to have an equilibrium among both kind of attacks. That could be kind of cool to see if you think about it. The next one is actually one of the favorite characters from the fans, or at least that's what I've seen, and it's Peacock. Peacock can be the Cuphead kind of character, because she's more cartoony, even more than the rest of the characters. She can be this kind of minion control kind of characters where she summons her friends. All the friends are these things with eyes and giant arms, just like a cartoon. So it could be awesome to see her in 3D among Pac-Man, among Mega Man. So she will be the most cartoony character in the entire roster. And yeah, even more cartoony than Mr. Game & Watch. And lastly, we have to say her name every time we talk about Skullgirls, and I'm talking about, again, another ninja, Ballantine. Ballantine, oh my god, her design is kind of cool because all her attacks are things from a hospital or from a doctor, but she uses them as a ninja weapon. Instead of using kunais, she uses these injections like projectiles that can poison. That's kind of cool. When she attacks in mid-air, she can use this solution or these kind of things from the hospital as a staff, or she can even use a corpse in a bag as a protection and as a kick. Her design is kind of cool. She's kind of cool itself, and she's one of the characters most people remember from Skullgirls. So these three options can be awesome. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I love Miss Fortune, but she's not as good, or at least not as iconic as the rest. So Phelia, Peacock, or Ballantine, the three of them, any one of them, could be simply awesome. Just as a bonus, guys, if Nintendo actually wants to add more influential games and even have this whole Marvel connection, maybe they can work out not bringing a Marvel superhero, mind you, no, but we have one fighting game that actually managed to have Marvel in it and be one of the most played and most influential fighting games in the fighting game history. And I'm talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, let's just say I won't bring this whole license things and this whole, oh no, but it has to be like the movies. No. We're going to pick two characters that actually just appear for Marvel vs. Capcom Saga. And I'm talking about Amingo and Robbie Hart. Amingo is this cacti kind of thing that can turn into many different kind of things again. Just think about some sort of Battletoad, but with a plant. Yeah, that's Amingo. Also, I love the pun, Amingo. And Robbie Hart is this kind of pirate girl. She looks pretty badass. She can even use anchors as a weapon. That would be kind of cool to see in Smash. So, just if Nintendo wants to go that darker route. Well guys, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me into this list. If you know any other character that could be awesome from a fighting game, please comment below. So guys, thank you one more time. I'll see you around. Bye.